So guys, it's a big one. I'm here to give you my Premier League predictions for the 21-2022 season. Yeah, I'm basically going to be tipping like the whole table, starting off with 20th all the way to first. So yeah, obviously it's just my opinion. Smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, and let's get right into it. So yeah guys, as I said just a minute ago, it was my opinion. This whole thing is my opinion, so I doubt anyone will probably have the exact same table as me. But yeah, basically I'm going to get started straight away. So 20th position, I've gone newly promoted side Norwich. They seem to always go down. Now, with loss of, they've obviously lost a very vital player in Emi Buendia. But however, they've still kept hold of like Timo Pukki, Max Aarons, Todd Cantwell, and then they've brought in this guy from Kosovo, and he played for like in Germany for Werder Bremen. I think he's called like Rashia or something, or Rasha. He's a decent striker. So oh wait, no, I think he plays on the right wing actually to replace Buendia. So, but for me, I don't think it'll be enough because they all seem to go down every single season. They come up, and for me, I think they're gonna go down rock bottom, 20th position. In 19th place, we've got another newly promoted side, and it may surprise a few of you, but I've gone with Watford. Now, the facts of the matter is the reason why Watford have got some decent players, like obviously Ismail Sarr, Troy Deeney, but the problem I have is their manager. Apparently he's only managed like 36 games in his whole entire career, and I think that's going to let them down a lot. I think he'll be sacked first, to be fair, but I just think it'll be too late, and then Watford will end up going down. But they will finish 19th. But yeah, unfortunately, I do want Watford to stay up, to be fair, because I think they've got some really good players, but just their manager for me that lets them down. So yeah, 19th place for Watford. In 18th place, I've gone with Burnley. They've finally gone down in my predictions, but yeah, I think it's just going to be that year where it finally happens. You know, recent years have been on the edge of going down. They've just about survived under Sean Dyche. He's done well to keep them up, to be fair. Obviously they've got these players like Wood and Ben Mee, Tarkowski and all that in defence, but yeah, for me, I think they're going to finally go down. I think it'll be like one of them seasons where they just, you know, get relegated. So I may be really wrong, but for me, I think Burnley will go down. Just surviving, I've gone with newly promoted side Brentford. Now, really, I could, if I wanted to. It's quite tough. I was gonna switch Brentford and Burnley around. I thought Burnley was just about to stay up, but for me, I think Brentford could do it. With the players they've got, like Ivan Toney is a big one, for example, and the fact as well that they play a back five, and you've seen when teams come up from like Wolves is a prime example, and they've done really well playing a back five in the Premier League. So for me, I think that will work really well for them, and that will just about keep them up. Obviously, the likes of Ivan Toney and is it Canos as well. I think they're two vital players for Brentford. Ivan Toney's going to be scoring all the goals, and people call him a pen merchant and all that, tapping merchant. But for me, I think he's a very good striker, and I would happily take him at Arsenal. But yeah, I think Ivan Toney's a really key player for them. If he gets injured, then I think they could go down. But yeah, I'm going to go Brentford, just about staying up in 17th. In 16th, I've gone with Newcastle. Now obviously, again, they're a team that just hovers around the relegation area, but they never get relegated. I think this season they're gonna have another poor season, but the reason why they're not gone down or lower than Brentford is because Joe Willock will be signing for them. It's been confirmed. Probably when I upload this video, I mean, he's been spotted in Newcastle. I think he's going to be an absolute vital player for them. They've always got good players like Mikel Almiron. I really rate him. They've obviously Saint Maximan, he can turn up on his day. But yeah, they've still got Steve Bruce, unfortunately, so is what it is for them. But yeah, I think Newcastle will finish 16th. Moving on to 15th, we're going with Brighton. Now yeah, obviously they seem to always stay up. They've done well to stay up. But obviously they've lost Ben White, now he's come to Arsenal. And they've also got Graham Potter. I think to be fair, I think he's a really decent manager. People may lost, but I think he's done really well. Like the thing that he did for is it Osterson, who we actually played in Europa League. He beat us 2-1 in Europa League under Wenger, and the way how he made them, you know, a known club. Like people look at them and think, oh yeah, they beat Arsenal, they are quite decent. Was unbelievable, and he's come to Premier League and he's done well to keep Brighton up. So for me, Brighton are going to go in 15th. Now moving on to 14th, and I've gone with Southampton. Now they could have been very higher, but the fact that Danny Ings has now gone to Aston Villa, yeah, I think they're going to finish lower now because they've lost Danny Ings. They've got obviously Ralph Hasenhüttl, I think he's another decent manager as well. Yeah, I know he got battered 9-0, you know, both times, but I think apart from that, he is a decent manager. And every time we seem to play Southampton, we seem to struggle against them. So for me, if they would have kept Danny Ings, they would have been much higher, but I'm going to go 14th for Southampton. In 13th, I'm very excited to watch this team, other than Arsenal, and that is Patrick Vieira's Crystal Palace. Now, it's going to be very interesting to see how Vieira does, but I put him 13th, but I put him quite high up. Now, the reason being is because, obviously, they've got Vieira. He's managed the club before, unlike Mikel Arteta. He managed, was it Nice? I think it was Nice. They've made some decent signings as well. I think they've got this new striker. They've obviously got Wilfried Zaha. They've got Eze. And I just think they're going to have a really good season, but for me, they've got a really tough start. They've got opening 8 games. I think they've got Liverpool, Chelsea. They've got us in there as well. We're not really hard to beat, are we? I mean, let's be real. Oh my God, I just can't imagine us losing to Vieira. If Arteta loses against Vieira, then just Jesus Christ. But no, I think Palace will actually maybe surprise a few people and actually finish, you know, have a decent season. For me, they're going to go 13th. In 12th place, we're going with Wolves, and the loss of Nuno has put them there, to be honest. Even though they had they had quite a poor season. They've done enough to obviously stay up and just stay above mid-table last season, but yeah, for me, Wolves without Nuno, I think will affect them. But however, they do have Raul Jimenez. He's returned from his injury, which is really good. They've got they've got the players like Pedro Neto. Who's the other guy as well? I forgot his name. Neto and who's the other geezer? Neto. Podence as well. That's it. Yeah, they've got Podence and Neto, and yeah, obviously got João Moutinho. So yeah, for me, I think they're going to go 12th. In 11th place, we're going with Everton, and again, another loss of their manager. They've lost Ancelotti. But having said that, they do have some decent players. They've kept hold of Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who's another player who I would actually take at Arsenal, to be fair. They've got obviously Richarlison, who's done well in the Olympics. They've got their midfield's alright as well with like Allen. They've also got Lucas Digne. They've got Ben Godfrey at right centre back. Jordan Pickford in goal, done well at the Euros. So I think I think 11th, because they seem to start off really well at them, but then they just I don't know what happens. Like last season they was above us for a few months, and then they just went down and down, and ended up finishing really poor. But for me, I think they'll finish 11th. Now moving on to the top 10. In 10th place, we're going with Leeds. Now this is a team who I love to watch under Bielsa. Their football's just really nice to watch, and they've got a key player for them is obviously Patrick Bamford up front. They've got Calvin Phillips as well, who is superb in the Euros. And yeah, I think obviously is it Rafinha as well. Rafinha, I think he's quality as well. So for me, I think they're going to finish solid in 10th position. In 9th place, it's going to be really interesting to see how they're doing the Europa League. I've gone West Ham United. Now, this is the only reason why they're in 9th place is because the European football. Now, they could have been lower, but I think they're going to finish 9th. I don't think they're going to have an amazing season as they did last season, because they had no European football and there's more focus on getting the Europa League, because I think they're going to be more focused on trying to get very deep in that. Because imagine if they win and they get Champions League, that would be crazy. But yeah, obviously David Moyes has done really well for them to get him to Europa League. They've got some really good players. Like my favourite player for them is Soufal. They've got Souček, Antonio. I know, and they've signed what's his name? Areola. That's it. Yeah, they've signed Areola. So for me, I think they're going to finish 9th. Yeah, I'm going to go 9th for West Ham. In 8th place, I'm going with Aston Villa, and they could have been so much higher if they would have kept hold of Jack Grealish, because the signings they've made, fair play to Villa. They signed obviously Emi Buendia to go alongside Watkins. They signed out of nowhere Danny Ings. Like out of nowhere they signed Danny Ings, and then they've got Leon Bailey as well, who people don't actually rate Leon Bailey. People don't actually rate Leon Bailey quite highly, but I think he's a decent little player, to be fair. I've seen him play at is it Leverkusen? Yeah, I think he plays that. He used to play for them, and he's an alright player. So I think he'll actually do well for Villa. So for me, I'm gonna go 8th place for Aston Villa. So 7th place and getting UEFA Conference League is Arsenal Football Club. Yep, and we're so lucky that I've not put us in 8th again, because it's either 7th, 8th, or 9th. And listen, I've said all I can say about this club. The fact that we've signed Ben White, I think is a decent signing. Sambi Lokonga as well. Nuno Travaez. If we get Maddison or War, then I think we'll just about get maybe 8th, maybe 7th. I just don't think with the manager we've got, with the technical director in Edu, with the owners in San Kroenke, that we'll get any higher than top 4. I think we're going to get not even 5th. I think we'll maybe get 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. That is about it. So I've put us in 7th, because if we do get Maddison, then that will give me a little bit more confidence. I don't think we will, but if we do, the fact that we've sold absolutely nobody is an absolute disgrace. We're looking to get Kolasinac out the door. There's no difference. He was on loan last season. Yeah, we're just bringing them back. You know, we're looking to get Torreira out. Don't get him out. Keep him. Give him a chance. Get El Neni out. Get Granit Xhaka out. Bring back Torreira. We decided to loan Guendouzi out on loan for some reason. And we've got Hector Bellerin still at the club. We've got Rob Holding somehow still here. We've got no backup goalkeeper if Fenner gets injured. We've got Alex Runarsson in goal as our backup goalkeeper. And it's safe to say that we're pretty fucked, if I'm being honest. We've got Eddie Nketiah up top as well. Willian's still here. I can seriously go on all day. Reece Nelson. I mean, yeah, we're just a mess. So I'm gonna go 7th for us, and that's being generous. In 6th place, we're going with Spurs, and yes, once again, I do think they'll finish above us. They've got Nuno as their manager. I think it's really good for them. Have they signed? Obviously, the fact that they're not any higher is because the loss of Harry Kane. That's going to be big for them, losing Harry Kane. We've got obviously Son's got to step up, but their replacement, they're looking to get who we wanted, the Turo Martinez. Yep. Once again, Arsenal have been bantered off this time by our biggest rivals in Spurs, and they beat us to it. So, yeah, Spurs will get Martinez, and they probably could finish a little bit higher. But for me, I'm going to go 6th. In 5th place, we're going with Community Shield winners and FA Cup winners, Leicester City. And yeah, what a manager, what a team. You know, what a group of players that Leicester City have. I mean, what an owner they have. They have actually owners who actually care, you know. I know obviously the guy passed away in the helicopter crash, but the fact of the matter is that they actually, as a football club, they care for the manager. They actually care for the players, and they get the signings done. Whereas San Kroenke sits there in America buying all NFL stadiums, and Don Edu's on holiday on about 10 different holidays. He's signed more He's been on more holidays. Edu's been on more holidays than he has signed players. It's a joke, but. Yeah, enough about Arsenal. Leicester, they got some, especially if they can keep hold of Maddison as well. Jamie Vardy, I think, will have a really good season as well. Wesley Fofana's a big miss for them because he is injured, but having said that, they've got Johnny Evans and Sion-Chu. They've got Kapsu from in goal. What a keeper he is. And yeah, they've got a really good squad. Ndidi, midfield. They've got, who else they got? Harvey Barnes. Yeah, really decent squad. I think they're going to finish 5th. Now the top 4. In 4th place, we're going with Liverpool. Yeah, unfortunately Liverpool 4th place, getting Champions League, but I don't think they're going to win the league. I don't think they'll finish higher than 4th because something's just not quite there. They've just lost quite a few. They've lost a bit of momentum due to their injuries, to be fair, but on their day they can really turn up, and they've got some really good players like obviously Virgil van Dijk's coming back from injury, Joe Gomez is coming back from his injury. They've got Jordan Henderson, who I'd happily take at Arsenal. You know, he's captain material, he's leader. Obviously Alisson's still in goal. Obviously the front three, Mane, Firmino and Salah. They've got Thiago, I think will have a better season because he's playing more deep for them last season. I think if he pushes up more, then I think he'll be a really good player for them. So yeah, I'm going to go 4th place with Liverpool. In 3rd place, I'm going Manchester United, and this may surprise a few people, but for me, the sign of Rafael Varane and Jadon Sancho is really good for them. I just think they need like a CDM, like that. They've got Pogba, but someone to go alongside Pogba, and they all sorted. Bruno Fernandes is there. I mean, their team looks scary, but it's just whether they will use that, you know, to try and challenge. I do think they will challenge for the league, but I think their main focus will be on, you know, getting in the European, in Europe. I think Rafael Varane's very experienced in Europe, same with Jadon Sancho, so I think that will be their main successes in Europe. But yeah, for me, I'm going to go 3rd in the Premier League. So, who's going to win the league? 2nd place, I've gone with Chelsea. Now, this is very tough. It's between Chelsea and Manchester City. Simple as this, in Manchester City, they've got Grealish. If they get Kane, they've won the league. Simple as that. I mean, their team for next season will be unbelievable. And I do think they will get Harry Kane as well. So, Man City will win the league. Chelsea are going to be really tough to beat. I think they're going to challenge them as well. Especially if they get especially if they get Romelu Lukaku. I think they're going to be really tough to beat, and I think they're going to challenge Man City for the title, but I think they won't have enough. And with Chelsea's team, they've got obviously a very good manager in Thomas Tuchel. They've got Mendy in goal. They've got Azpilicueta right back. They've got their centre backs are alright. Their defence is sometimes a bit shaky, which is one reason why I haven't really put them. They've got obviously Thiago Silva. Is he retired or is he still going to be here next season? No, yeah, he's still at Chelsea for next season. They've got obviously Kurt Zouma, they've got Mason Mount, they've got Jorginho. He can turn up on his day when he really wants to. Hakim Ziyech, Kai Havertz, Timo Werner. I think if they get Lukaku, I think it'll be over. But yeah, that's my Premier League predictions, guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think down below. And this time next year, I will be reviewing. No, not this time next year. When the season ends, I'm going to be reacting to my Premier League predictions. Hopefully, I'll do better than last season. I think I will. I've got a good feeling about this season that Arsenal are actually not going to do well. But yeah, Arteta out. I'll see you guys in the next one.